gosh.
It is time.
It's here.
The launch of the reality podcast the entire reality world has been waiting for. Rapaport'S reality.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Starring Kebe Rapaport.
Hello.
And me, Michael Rapaport. Welcome to the very, very first episode. I could tell you're nervous.
I am. I'm really nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I know we did a pilot. Did anybody hear? Nobody heard it.
No, nobody heard the pilot, but it was great. It got us on iHeartRadio.
I know.
iHeartRadio, the home of so many iconic, classic reality.
I know. But you're a professional at this. The reason why I'm nervous is
because
you're
all fucking nervous and shit.
I know. It's just you and I sitting here. I'm nervous just because you're really good at it, and you've given me a lot of pointers, and I just want to impress you, and I want the people to listen.
The people are going to listen. Okay. The people are going to like you. I gave you a little tech. I think I freaked you out with the technical
with the
aspect.
Recording, but hopefully
because if anybody's listening to this that's thinking about recording a podcast, the most important thing is not your content. The most important thing is not what you're talking about. It's not your logo. It's not your social media. The very most important thing about recording any podcast is recording the podcast.
Well, actually recording it.
Because if you record the podcast and don't press the right button to save the podcast, then you have to re-record your podcast. And in the early days of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, it happened about 3 to 4 times.
Yes, I've heard you scream a lot of bad words saying, oh shit, and
we don't see. Why are you cursing?
Oh no.
Why are you? I said that I was not going to curse in this, and there you are saying.
Sorry. I didn't. Okay.
You can say you
can. You bleep that out? Do we
no,
have a
no, we're not bleeping it out.
Okay, we don't have a bleep.
I mean, you can curse.
I'm not going to. It's not a thing.
I just want to let people know this isn't going to be the normal Michael Rapaport. The fuck this, fuck that.
You're doing it.
I'm just letting people know.
All right.
This is. Let me just say this, and then I'll let you go into your thing. For those of you who don't know, my wife and I lap up so much reality TV because I'm sure some of you people are like, wait, Michael Rapaport reality TV. All we watch besides sports and full transparency, I haven't been able to watch as much sports in the last few months because of the traveling, because of the chaos, and because we've been so behind on reality TV. But for those of you who don't know, I'm a reality TV junkie. My wife, Kebe, is a reality TV junkie. It's a different side of me. It's a different POV. So if you're expecting me to go shit, fuck, motherfucker, fuck this person, calling anybody stains of dicks and all that. That's not going to be
that's not it.
This episode.
This is a lighter
That's
side.
not going to be this podcast. The Rapaport'S reality is about our love for reality TV, our love for each other.
Yes.
The struggles, the highs and lows of
more highs and more reality, and the depths and the light side of our relationship, I'd say. Yeah.
The light side of our relationship.
Yeah.
There's really not many lows and dark side.
Not on my part, let's just say.
Yes. Anyway, we're in the throes of 2024 reality TV.
There's so much.
There's so much reality TV, and we've had to play a little bit of catch up.
Yeah, a lot of catch up, actually.
Because there's so much reality TV and there's so little time. And right now we have, and full transparency, as of the recording of this episode, we are behind on The Bachelor.
Oh, really badly on The Bachelor, actually.
We're about 3 episodes behind on The Bachelor. We're up to speed on Traitors,
which is amazing.
Is a sleeper reality TV show, competitive show.
Phaedra.
Shout out to Phaedra. Shout out to Sheree. Shout out to all those people. Some of the people I don't know, but it's a great show. I'm not here to describe or break down what Traitors is. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. We have the Real Housewives of Potomac. Mm-hmm. We have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is heading into a reunion.
Yep, we're behind on Love is Blind.
We're behind on Love is Blind. We're caught up on Vanderpump Rules. We're caught up on all the lawsuits. Damn, who is Andy Cohen's lawyer? Let's just jump into that.
Yeah, let's say it.
What is the problem with this?
I don't know. What do you think? Because you know what? I said to you this morning.
What do you think?
You know, I said to you this morning.
Talk shit, babe.
You know what? F that hoe, because you're at 30 times. Congratulations to you. 30 times on Watch What Happens Live, and not one time has Andy ever asked you for the to do the booger sugar. Is that what you call
He's
it?
never
Never,
asked.
ever, ever asked
I've
you.
been around Andy Cohen many, many, many times.
Not one time.
30 times
you
on
be
Watch
offended?
What Happens a Lot. Maybe I should be offended.
You should. We should.
I mean, why can't I get offered the booger sugar?
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
This is ridiculous.
the amount of people that are trying to...
It's
Listen,
so unfair.
ladies, Nene, you were great on The Real Housewives.
We should sue her because she's trying to ruin. We should sue McSweeney. Is that McSweeney? I don't even know her name anymore. I've erased her from my memory because she's trying to ruin Housewives. These people are trying to ruin Housewives for us. Like, what's the deal? So you're off the show and you just want to ruin it for everybody?
What is the problem?
I don't know. No, really, what do you think it is?
I think, personally, this is what I think. I think that these women come from nowhere. They get a lot of success, a lot of opportunities. They get a amount of fame that's unusual. The kind of fame is unusual. Look, we squeal and squawk when we see them.
Yeah, it's true.
And we see them all the time. So there's other people that squeal and squawk. They get brand deals. They get a couple of little Instagram, videos, for sponsorship, this, that, and the third. And then when they're off the show, you still are being recognized.
Yeah.
People are still coming up to you on the street telling you you're great. Especially Nene. Nene's like, you can't. If Nene wasn't Nene, she'd still be noticeable when she walks in the room.
True.
She's tall. She's got the blonde hair.
She's a big presence.
She's a big presence. And then it goes away, and it goes away quickly.
Yeah, but so with Leah McSweeney in particular, the accusations and the things she's saying, the offering of alcohol and the drugs and all this stuff, her behavior on the show, I know she got sober, but no one's putting a gun to your head on the show saying to do these things. She did this willingly. She knew what it was.
She said she was a badass bitch and a fierce, independent bitch.
That's right. And she's
her
butt-ass
motto,
naked, throwing tiki
naked.
torches. Like, you did all this. This was you, girl. Like, and now you're off. I wonder if some of it is, now that you're off, you're not asked back. You're kind of embarrassed by your behavior. This is celluloid. It's out there forever. It's not going away. And you feel a little like, dare I say, like embarrassed, ashamed. You wanted a race. You kind of don't have a job anymore. You're not feeling valid. Maybe your married to the mob shit's not selling.
Rihanna's not posting for you anymore.
Yeah, you're donezo. Like, you
made
feel,
one t-shirt and that was it.
I don't know. Like, maybe you just feeling like, is this a thing? Like, I don't know. It would feel really sad if that's the case.
I think it's a combination of all those things. And I say this with no malice.
Yeah.
But so many of these women...
That would suck, though. That would suck if that's the reason. Like, or does she really have real feelings about it?
I'm sure her feelings are valid, but that doesn't mean, like
take somebody else down.
Also, and to try to sue somebody that, like, for the kind of things they're trying to sue, I don't think people understand how hard it is
to sue.
How hard it is to sue, how taxing, how expensive, how much time it takes, and how complicated it is to sue somebody for something that they're trying to sue Bravo and Bravo Andy, Real Housewives of New York and all that. Like, and just the whole conglomerate of NBC. Like, the thing about Leah is that she was so good that first season, and her whole brand is being a boss bitch, being an independent bitch, and, just this whole persona. And then when you leave the show, you're trying to sue.
Yeah. And it's so interesting. When she came back to the girls' trip, it was a different Leah. It was kind of a downer, Leah. Remember the girls' trip?
She didn't want to participate.
She didn't want to participate. She was very insecure.
If you think it's beneath you, leave the show.
Leave.
Because me as a viewer, if you think it's beneath you, you're saying I'm beneath you for watching, and you're insulting me. Yeah, I love the show.
Yeah, you know what? There's one thing about fandom. Like, we don't want to be insulted when we're watching because we're getting a lot of joy out of this. Don't insult us.
You then go on to PBS.
Bye.
Go do a documentary about War and Peace.
That's right.
And the history of China in the 17th century on PBS.
Exactly.
Because I'm watching the show, and I don't feel stupid for watching the show.
No, we're getting joy.
If you feel stupid doing the show, then you should not do the show.
That's right.
But don't, like
Carry
the great
on.
Fife Dog said in the documentary that I directed, Beach Rhymes in Life, The Travels of a Tribe Called Quest. He said, you don't want to fight the fans. You don't want to do that. And Leah, you do not want to fight the fans. Any of you houses, if you think you're better than the show, au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Anyway, How you feeling? Are you calmed down now from the excitement?
I think I'm getting the hang of this. This is really good. Although, babe, I want to say, I thought you were going to get me a different microphone. This is rather heavy. I don't know. People can't see, but this microphone is heavy. And I thought we would have a stand maybe and like some headphones. Like I see people online, they have nice headphones and it's
what
rather
do you need
heavy.
headphones for?
I don't know. People usually have the headphones on.
I don't wear headphones because headphones are for... Headphones when you're recording a podcast, for me, are annoying because they're like to listen to what the other person is saying. And, people can't see us because we haven't added a video component to it. But we're sitting 1 feet away, so I could hear you perfectly.
Okay, and also my elbow is killing me because I have tennis elbow.
You have texting elbow.
Okay, well.
Texting elbow is the new tennis elbow.
Right. You told me that because my phone case apparently is too big.
Well, I had an elbow problem, and I thought it was another one of my just weird problems. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor did an x-ray, and he said, you have tennis elbow. And I said, I don't play tennis, doc. I don't play tennis. And he said, are you on your phone a lot? And I said, yes. And he said, I've had so many patients who have come in with tennis elbow from using their phone.
Right.
I told you, take off this. You have a case.
I like the square case on the 15.
And I told you, I said, I cured my tennis elbow with a little anti-inflammatory. He gave me a little anti-inflammatory. And then I changed my case so it was smaller in my hand. And I changed.
Oh, that's why you have that case that just is on the top.
Because I changed the direction of which I'm texting.
Right.
So the only way to fix your texting elbow, formerly known as tennis elbow, is to get rid of this. You have a case, like a box case, like this is like for
all the hip girls have that square case. It looks cool.
Okay, what hip girls are you talking about?
Just all the ones on Instagram.
Okay, well they're going to be complaining on Instagram about having elbow issues.
It's a real thing. My elbow really, really hurts. I know you're right. I remember when you had it, and you're right. All right, I'm going to listen.
We have to get you.
I don't want the screen to break.
We need to get you a screen protector. You have that slim.
All
Listen,
right,
that's not the
Let's
point.
carry on. Nobody cares about this.
Nobody cares about it, but people do care about you suffering from tennis elbow. In the last few weeks, we have been watching all our shows. I also made, like Kebe said, my 30th appearance on Watch What Happens Live. I recorded it with the great Lala Kent.
Can I just say that I feel totally responsible for, and I'm very proud of your 30th time on Watch What Happened Live, because when we got back together and I was so embarrassed of watching the Housewives, and I was upstairs in your house in LA and I was sneaking watching, I think it was Beverly Hills at the time, and you were watching football downstairs and you came upstairs and I was really embarrassed to be caught watching. And this is when our love was just deepened. You said, what is that? And you got so into it. And I said, and Andy came on afterwards, I said, oh, my dream would be for you to be on the show, remember?
Yes.
And look at you now, 30 times.
30 episodes.
I know, it's a big deal.
And every time I go on there like with guns blazing.
No, we take it serious.
We take it serious. We like to know the questions. I like to know the topics. I like to prepare myself because it's a show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a show. It's a show business. It could be called Business Show. You want to go on there. You want to kick ass. I went on there with Lala, and when we went back for the 30th episode, my iconic 30th episode for the premiere of Vanderpump Rules, knowing that I was going to be on with Lala, we were pumped because she's a great.
Oh, she's the best. And whenever you have to do a show, we always get there early, by the way.
Like an hour and a half early.
Like so early. And sometimes
they're like, the green room isn't ready.
Right. And so we have to sit in the hall. And the funny thing is that sometimes they're pre-taping, which is great. So we're trying to get there early to see what other reality person is there ahead of time. And we were luckily, Ashley.
The great Ashley Darby.
Was shooting. Who was she taping with?
I cannot remember who the great Ashley Darby was shooting with. But she came out. We were chit-chatting with her, high off of seeing her.
Even though we saw her at BravoCon, it's like you're meeting them for the first time.
Every time you meet a real housewife.
I get I'm nervous with them. Like, I'm always like it takes me like 3 seconds to act normal. I'm like such a fan.
I never feel like I'm totally acting totally
I'm
normal
not either. I know. I'm not. I'm not. I'm playing it off so hardcore. And then she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she goes, "How's the house?" And I'm like, "What house?" Like, it's so funny.
Because she remembered that we talked about.
Yeah. At BravoCon, she remembered. But so she's like, yeah, girl, I'm just Oh, remember when she said something about Mike? Oh, she said I don't think I could say, but she said she was going on a date. I asked her if she was dating or something like that.
Who'd she say she was going on a date with?
She just said, I said, are you dating anybody? She goes, yeah, or something. And
Little Ashley
Darby.
Darby.
And then you said something like, does he have money? And
no,
then
you asked, does he have money?
All right, maybe I said, does he have money? Or I'm just worried about her, right? And she says, not Michael money. And I said something. I thought she was talking about you.
No, she was talking about Michael Darby.
She was talking about her husband.
Her ex-husband. Well, are they still married?
No, I don't think they're divorced yet.
No, they're not divorced
yet.
And then she told us she was going out to dinner with Giselle and Robin.
Can you imagine?
And
our mouths were open. We were like, really? You actually? Can we go?
Because can you imagine if you're in New York and you walk into a restaurant on a Wednesday night?
No.
And Ashley Darby, Giselle, and Robin are just sitting there eating like shrimp cocktail with like bread, getting ready to order their meal. I would
flip out.
What is your impression of Lala thus far in the much anticipated, much discussed season 11 of Vanderpump Rules? I mean, the promotion for season 11, Tom Sandoval was on the cover of New York Times magazine. They did a front page piece on Tom Sandoval in the New York Times magazine. There's been promos. They're on every fucking talk show. It's like the launch of season 11 of Friends or some shit like that. But let's just jump into the season. So far, what is your perspective on specifically Lala?
Well, Lala.
Sober Lala. She's a sober she's no longer crazy spray tanned Lala, although she's spray tanned, but she's like a young woman now.
What's the question?
What's your impression on Lala season 11? Overall impression. What's your take on Lala?
I think she is motherhood. Well, I think Randall really got the best of her. So I think she's really trying to recover from that. I think motherhood has softened her.
Yes.
I think she's really working on herself.
Yes.
And so I think, and I also think these many years of reality television has really changed her a lot. So I think we're going to see a more patient person that might not be as interesting on reality television. That's just the truth of it. Then she's growing. So
right.
It's not going to be as volatile. Period.
Right.
That's it.
Because she was really good when she was volatile.
Yeah. I think that you said something about Tom being on. I think Tom paid attention and he maybe got a different publicist.
I don't think he got a new publicist, and I don't think there's any. Tom Sandoval is incredible. He will go down in history. Probably, if you do the Mount Rushmore of men on reality TV, he's up there for sure.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, in terms of villains, but I'm just saying in terms of... Is he a
villain? Is he a good guy? At this point, he's a villain.
He's a villain.
He's so fucked up. He is so whacked out of his tree because Tom Sandoval has been so scrutinized and so beaten down. And then he goes on these other reality shows and he's on the reality show and he's trying to figure it out, but there's cameras. And on the other show, what was the show? The
Special Forces?
Special Forces.
Yeah.
They're on there beating him up and he's in cold water and he's crying and he's not crying and he's on Vanderpump Rules. And sometimes he's really crying, but then sometimes he's fake crying. It's like bad acting. It's like Showtime, like late at night movie acting. And then sometimes there's actual tears. I don't think he knows what the fuck is going on. Is it reality? Is it not reality? Is it like the meta? Like he doesn't know when he's crying, when he's not crying, when he's supposed to cry. He's so fucked up. This whole Scandoval has twisted him and bent him out of shape. It's bent them all out of shape. Him and
yeah,
Schwartz.
I gotta say, watching this last season, I'm watching it going like, you know what? I went from like being obsessed with everybody to disliking all of them. I mean, when the last episode, I was like, wow, this scene between DJ James Kennedy and Sandoval was so. If this is moving, and I was like, oh. I don't know, babe. They're all right now in a stage of not likableness to me.
DJ James Kennedy is still likable.
He is. That's what I'm saying. When I'm like, he's the most authentic person right now, and Lala. But when those two come out as like the most authentic people, when they were, I mean, that scene when they were telling
Maddox.
I mean, Ariana's just like living her both like, I deserve this privilege. I was scoring the most so I could be the bitchiest. Like it just is all maybe this season, you know, when things have to go crashing, like the phoenix has to go crashing into the earth to rise again. You know, this is probably what's happening right now. Because last night I was like, I can't take it. This is painful. Like everybody is pissing me off. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was.
What
in a
about
bad mood.
Schwartz?
I'm tired. Oh, and then Schwartz is just like so.
He's banged up too.
Banged up and pathetic and like. Is growing up on television? Is this what's doing you guys like
they went through their 20s and a lot of their 30s on this show.
Yeah.
And listen, I say it once, we say it once, we say it a million times. These are people that have brought nothing but joy into our lives. So much joy. Good guys, bad guys, Erica Janes, Nene Leakes, Phaedra, Monica from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, who was outstanding this year. We may never hear from her again. The good ones, the likable ones, but there is ramifications from doing these shows.
I think so, and I think I think the show has to stay on long enough for them all to like get through this time, and that's why I'm saying I like the thing between James and Sandoval, because it seemed like it was so real. Like when they got up and walked away, I was like, oh, I think there's some forgiveness right here. We'll see what happens later on the season, but they have to go through like hell again. And I want them all to heal. And then I want to see them all like really heal for real. And like maybe have kids. And like we have
to. Is this going to go on forever?
I don't know. But I feel like we now have to see them all like kind of get married and have kids. And like, because now if
are we going to follow them till like they're 70?
I don't know. It's like a 7 Up and 27 Up. Remember
those documentaries?
Yes. Because I feel like if we ended now, it'd be sad.
I was thinking, I was like, where is this show going to go? Because this year's been very interesting. It hasn't been the explosiveness that I think people, including myself, and we've talked about it off mic, that we thought. It's kind of like, they're figuring it all out. You can tell the recognition, like you could see people looking at them. They're like reality TV stars when they're filming. You see people filming them in the background. There was such excitement, such anticipation. Like, but where is it going to go? Because the highlight thus far, although that is true, the episode that you just mentioned between Tom Sandoval and DJ James Kennedy, respectfully, that was a really good scene. But, James Kennedy, respectfully, DJ James Kennedy, getting back Graham Cracker, that was kind of like the first sort of break.
A.K.A. Hippie.
He's changed his name to Hippie.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair.
That's smart. Yeah.
I think that's fair that...
you got to move past it.
Yeah, he's got to move past it.
Do you think so? I mean...
Do I think what?
Do you think that... I mean, the dog, how do you think the dog feels about that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm
that
so
dog
confused.
Doesn't have an idea. By
the way...
they're all going through identity crisis.
Yes.
It's still and including Graham Cracker.
I know, but babe,
Graham
what I was
Cracker
thinking?
Doesn't know what the fuck his name is.
You know how you see scenes of dogs? I mean, we should... you see dogs, and he didn't act like he knew James so well, right?
That dog, just like Tom Sandoval, just like Tom Schwartz, just like Ariana Madix, is going through an identity crisis.
I know.
Because if that dog's like 3 years old, you shouldn't be able to change a 3-year-old dog's name from Graham Cracker to Hippie and
not have it pause. Like he said, he's taking to the name. Like sure. Just like Rachel, Raquel, and everybody. And Tom was like, yeah, I knew it. I've been knowing she was Rachel. Like it's nobody's. I don't know. Everybody's having a. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is healthy.
Where is Raquel?
I don't know.
And let me tell you something, guys. If Marjorie, nope, not going to say that.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you something. If Raquel, a.k.a. Rachel, could hold your attention on a podcast, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible because God bless Rachel Raquel. I would love to see her back on the show.
Oh, I was going to ask you this, babe. When Tom Sandoval says into the camera, like, that he was really falling in love or loved her.
I think he was.
You really believe that as a man?
I think that the lust and the excitement and the break from Ariana and then the secretiveness and the secretiveness nature that they were running around with and then the public running around, it heightens it. And they're probably drinking and smoking weed and doing whatever. And I think obviously, when all that sort of wore off, he realized, this is not the relationship he's going to be in. She realized she's not going to be in the relationship either. And it was just kind of the excitement and the bells and whistles of the relationship. Obviously, they liked each other, but, to fall in love, it's like I think at the end of the day, Rachel, a.k.a. Raquel, a.k.a. that Bambi-eyed bitch, this was an escape plan. I think he wanted out from Ariana.
You said that he fucked his way out of the relationship.
I think you said that.
Yeah.
He fucked his way out of the relationship.
Most men do.
And fucked his way onto the cover of New York Times Magazine. I mean, so it wasn't that bad. He fucked his way out of the relationship.
Everybody wins.
But we spent time with Tom Schwartz.
Boy, that was bizarre.
What was your impression of them? As a fan, as a woman.
I felt like I was on psychedelics that night. Like, that was weird. And I don't do drugs, never have.
We're stone cold sober.
We do not partake in anything. So
Is it us, though? Because we're projecting because we had been watching the show.
We studied the show so hardcore. So to be in a hotel room, like when you did their podcast and like be with them, first of all, I just think that they're so out of touch, and it was like meta. Like we were in their world, it was in their world. Like, and then this was happening, and then the two chicks from like Below Deck were there. The
Below Deck chicks.
Yeah, the Australian one, and
then there was another one from Winter House.
Yes, it was bizarre. No, they were on Winter House, both of them, but they're from Below Deck, and they were there.
Yes, we saw they did their podcast, but we were in there.
We were in there, and so, somebody
was fucking somebody.
I don't
know if they were all fucking each other.
I don't know. Who knows?
They were doing something.
Yes, I think that's known, right? Because they were. Who knows, babe?
But
it doesn't
you could
matter.
feel it, and they're like sneaking around like we're the parents. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Yeah, and then I think that all came out at BravoCon because Tom hooked up with one of the girls from Southern Charm. Remember we got on the elevator with Shep was on.
The reality housewives people, the Bravo crew, they're all fucking each other.
BravoCon was all weird.
They're freaking off left and right.
The drinking, and we're like two.
And then Shep said he was doing booger sugar. He admitted it. He admitted on TV. He said he was.
Oh, yeah. This is all. We're not saying anything that it's all been out there. But
he did say to us.
Yes. He did say to us.
I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but he said to us what he wound up saying on TV. We knew what was going on. Shep from Southern Charm was banged up.
Yeah. No, Vegas is not good for him.
Vegas is not good for
anybody. Yeah,
Vegas
that place
is not good
hell.
for anybody on a Bravo TV show.
No, or anybody.
But specifically them.
Yeah.
Specifically for BravoCon. Like, they need to be careful, like somebody doesn't like really have like a real situation out
I know,
there.
I agree. I think they should bring it back to New York.
Because the fame and
drinking.
Just the fame. And I think the propensity for the drinking, and I'm not going to say, but some people, like to do other things.
Yeah. Or the prostitute offerings. I mean, they're everywhere, those prostitutes.
Yeah. And then the fans, the girls. And like, you listen, this is another line from Five Dog. You don't want to fuck the fans.
No.
The fans can fuck each other, but you don't want to fuck the fans.
You don't want to invite the fans into the trailer.
You don't want to invite fans into the hotel room in Las Vegas at BravoCon because anything could happen. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
You're listening to Rapaport's Reality. We'll be right back. So Vanderpump Rules, we're 5 or 6 episodes in as of this first recording of the Rapaport's Reality podcast. And I got to be honest, like we said, when we were watching, I was like, where is this going? How long will this sustain?
Yeah.
Or will they just make a commitment like, yo, we're going to do this show for 30 years?
30 years.
Like it's going to just be like we're just going to keep going.
Till the wheels fall off.
Some will come, some will leave. We'll bring in new people. But do you feel entertained? Do you feel let down? Is it because we're traveling? Is it Israel?
We are a little tired from Israel. I think we're jet lagged. I got to give myself, babe, I want to make a suggestion. Sometimes I think we shouldn't wait till so late at night to watch because
late at night. When you say late at night, you're talking about 8 o'clock.
I know, babe. Listen,
you're talking about 8 o'clock.
I know. I need to watch it a little earlier. I need to have my wits about me.
It's supposed to be watching
more like 6:30 because I get tired. just right now because I'm so jet lagged. We've been doing a lot of traveling. I will say this, though. Last night when I was watching, and I want to say something about Brock and Sheena really quickly because Sheena trying to control the narrative when they were fighting outside.
That was a bad fight, though. He was bugging. Because if I started talking like that to you in a public place,
I would kick you in your nuts.
And I know better than to do that. Now, there's sometimes on the street where I'll raise up.
We do that in our real life. I mean, you are really famous, and people look at you all the time.
Loud,
and the
whatever.
thing that really bothers me, and here's where we get into the reality of the Rapaport's reality, is that sometimes Mike doesn't realize when we're just a couple in life, and Mike is like being, we're doing couple things, and he's like pissed at me about something, and I say to him, babe, chill. And he doesn't chill because the whole world is looking at us. He doesn't realize that people are looking at us. And they had that moment last night where she was like, but they're actually on I really felt for her.
Camera I know.
Around.
He was tripping and he apologized.
He was really tripping.
He was bugging.
And she didn't even really
Brock.
want the apology on TV.
She didn't want the apology on TV?
She's like, still shut the fuck up. Like, I don't even want the apology.
She said, stop talking, Brock.
Yeah, like she was like, stop talking. But even in the apology, she was like, I don't want the apology on television.
She didn't want the argument. They were shopping for bikinis.
I got it. I totally got where she was coming from. It's like, where is this going? Like, it's just, stop it. And when somebody has anxiety, they have anxiety. I totally relate to it.
Because she has anxiety about watch Summer Moon.
I get that.
She wants a nanny.
Yeah,
and
I get it.
He's like from Australia. He's like, someone can watch the kid.
He's like, he's a Viking.
Yeah, he's a caveman.
He's like, I could leave I've trained her to leave her at home by herself.
But in going into the reality of Rapaport's reality, there are times, yes, I know sometimes where I'm like, I don't care who's watching.
I know, that's terrible, though,
and it's
babe.
not good. And there are times, I remember one time we were having let's just say a heated discussion outside the MoMA. We were sitting at the fountain, and me and you were like, we weren't loud, but we were like, we sat down, we were having a conversation.
It's when we first moved back to New York.
And the guy came over, this beautiful like spring day, and you thought I was the biggest fucking asshole, and I probably was. Acting like the biggest fucking asshole. I think I was acting like the biggest fucking asshole. And right when you thought I was acting like the biggest fucking asshole, a guy came over listen, I love anybody that supports me. I love anybody who's excited to see me.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
But when you're talking to another person, and it's obviously we're in a heated discussion, let's just say heated discussion, you could either wait till that discussion is over, but you don't interrupt a grown man when he's talking to his grown-ass wife to come over and say, I love the fans. But you don't come over and say, you're the greatest when... Because
your wife is like, he's a dick
You
right
said,
now.
I almost told that motherfucker he's a piece of shit.
Yes. That's the worst when you just feel like your husband is a total prick and someone goes, I love your work. You're like... and I think I got up and I walked away and I said, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah.
And I was like, but he didn't think so. But
so
there
funny.
are times when there is anyone around, and you're like, calm down. I'm like, there's no one around. No one's looking.
No, babe.
Because you're ultra sensitive to it. I get it.
But you're ultra not because you've gone 30 years of being famous, so you don't even...
And it's not even that. I'm out of my mind sometimes.
No. But it wouldn't be healthy for you to actually think that people are looking at you. You wouldn't be able to survive if you notice But I've been around you and I've known you for that long, so I actually am the person that's walking around that sees everyone looking. But it wouldn't be healthy for you to notice, so it's good that you don't. But by the way, anybody in the world who wants to say hi to my husband, we appreciate it and we love the love, so don't ever stop. It's fine.
Even if we're arguing?
No. I mean,
I gotta say, I think that if two grown up, listen, I have no complaints about fame. There's plenty of friends of mine who are prisoners of fame. Leonardo DiCaprio is a sweet, sweet, sweet person. As regular as you can be.
Yeah.
The motherfucker's a prisoner of fame. I remember talking to Sylvester Stallone when I was doing Copland, and I asked him, can you go anywhere? And he was like, no. And he goes, people recognize me from behind. And he wasn't saying to brag with me. He's Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
You know, the guys from Friends. It doesn't matter what kind of fame you have, but when you have fame where you cannot go into a Starbucks, a coffee shop, without people like freaking out on you, it could be weird. That being said, there's far more benefits.
Right.
But I do think that, like, when my kids were young and I'd have one in my arm and one in my lap, and one's like, like there's like a shit stain on me. You can just
Right.
You could let it pass.
Yeah.
That being said, the fame's going to be happening for not just me, for you now, because we've jumped.
Oh, right.
Now
Sure.
we have jumped into the world of podcasting. Your life will never be the same, babe.
Oh, stop, babe.
Your life will never
My
be the
voice
same.
is out there. Well, that's okay.
Your
Well,
voice, and then we do the video, and people love to see you on the videos.
the thing, guys, you have to understand, the reason why I don't want to do the videos because I don't want to do my hair.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to put on makeup and do my hair because I don't, I'm a regular girl. Like, I just like to be regular. You should see how I look right now. I'm banged up. But and by the way, if we ever do video, I'm going to remain banged up. So you can say,
no, you're
listen, not like
not with
this.
them big ass cameras and them lights and shit and that 4D, 4K, HD, HK. Anyway, Rapaport's Reality.
This is fun.
Rapaport's Reality, episode 1. Follow us on Instagram, Rapaport's Reality, RAPAPORTREALITY. We're launching the Instagram page. We've launched the podcast. What can I say? We're figuring it out. We're watching our shows. So many shows, so little time. Rapaport's Reality, episode 1. We're out.
This is fun. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.